Hey guys, it's David here, and it's currently day 268. I hope you guys had a good day and are doing better than yesterday. But the time is currently 5:37. Feeling pretty damn great. Woke up full of clarity. Just clear, not sleepy. So pretty excited to see how this morning goes. But that being said, this morning I do want to start planning my project because I have been putting it off for 3 days now. I was supposed to have it planned out last week, like last Sunday, but I just forgot. So, well, I didn't forget, I just didn't want to do it. But now I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna spend like 30 minutes in this morning to just have a rough idea of what I want to do. Like, I know what I want to do, it's just, I guess, setting out exactly what I want to implement. That being said, though, today is going to be an amazing day. Why? Because I said so. So, let's get up now and embrace the discomfort and make a change to our life. I'll see you guys in a bit.
So, guys, it is currently 10:03. Just finished my first work block, and as you guys can probably see, I have planned my next project this morning. So, pretty much did exactly what I said I was going to do. And this afternoon, I had to do a little bit of reading before I break my fast, before I start to eat some protein and carbs. And because yesterday I had broke my fast a bit earlier before I read so that I could get my protein synthesis started earlier, I realized that I did also become a bit cloudy, that there was still a little bit of brain fog. So perhaps I come to the realization that maybe no matter what you eat, if you eat something, then your mind is going to be a little bit fuzzy. So of course, carbohydrates does matter, but and what I realize is that even if you just have some food in your stomach, whether it's carbohydrates, protein, or fiber, your distraction is going to be diverted. So that means I won't be having anything until I finish my reading. Why? Because reading the books, especially self improvement books, is crucial that we actually remember what we learned, and you cannot do so with a cloudy mind. So, spending an hour extra to read definitely will be ideal to ingrain the knowledge so that I am not reading for no reason. But that being said, today, before I go to the gym, I do want to talk about the topic why it's going to suck. That whether you improve or not, the journey is going to suck. And trust me, guys, it is going to suck simply because it is not comfortable. It is not something fun to do to always put yourself in this uncomfortable situation. So if anyone out there tells you that self improvement, that to change, to become better is going to be a wonderful scroll in the park, then they're lying to you. They're blankly just lying to you. Because honestly, guys, I used to thought that improving yourself will be a fun journey too. Now, don't get me wrong, it is very rewarding. But like anything in life, guys, if you try it and you put yourself in these uncomfortable situations, it's going to be rewarding. If you get a law degree, if you become a doctor, the journey may be hard as heck and it may suck, but it's very rewarding. But this is the same as everything in life, guys. Anything that requires you to sacrifice the pleasure, the instant gratifications of now, is going to suck. Because we are not born to always pick hardship over pleasure, to forego instant gratification over delayed gratification. We are conditioned to do that, right? We have to condition ourselves to put off the pleasures now for something in the future, for something that is uncertain in the future. And the thing is, doing that sucks, right? Who would want to forego watching TV? Who would want to stop scrolling away on TikTok just to pursue something that they are uncertain about? To pursue a degree, to pursue an entrepreneur path of creating a business when the reward is uncertain. Right? You're not guaranteed to become someone different. You're not guaranteed to improve and become the best person of yourself if you just follow these steps. The result is not guaranteed. We cannot guarantee a result, which is why we have to focus in loving the process. Because once you find love in the process, then life may stop sucking as much. Don't get me wrong, it will still suck. There will be times when you wake up and you still don't want to do it. There will be times when you get up when you still don't want to go to the gym. Right? You want to sit on the couch and just eat a lot of junk food and be fat. You want to do that. I want to do that. Everybody just wants to enjoy themselves. That's the truth. To put yourself out there, to be different, to change, to go against the grain of nature is something very difficult, and that makes life very boring sometimes. So if you don't find joy in what you do and you focus on the result, then life will only be more bad, right? Life will be already more dodgy than it already is because you can't see the results, right? You can't see whether your business is going to succeed in the next 5 years or so. You can't see if you're improving in your communication skills right away. Because a lot of the times, guys, we actually undervalue our achievements. So we may actually be improved, we may have come a long way since a year ago, but we always take our achievements for granted. So even though you may be getting results, most likely you won't see the results, and most likely you won't give your credit for that. So we will honestly be in this life cycle of suckness if we don't find purpose and passion in what we do every single day that makes it tolerable, that makes it loving. If you don't find what you do now enjoyable, then chances are life already sucks. And life does suck, guys. If you want to improve, if you want to be better, it's going to be a long day, guys. You have to walk through the trenches, you have to walk through the mud. And anyone out there who tells you if this journey is going to be fun and a scroll in the park, then they are lying. They are just saying that to get you started on what you have to do. But the journey itself is full of challenges, full of obstacles, and it's going to be difficult. Like, why do you think only a few people manage to endure and see the rainbows on the other side of the journey of change? It's simply because they realize that it is going to suck, but guess what? Life already sucks now, and if I put myself out there to become better, what worse could possibly happen to me? I already live in a one-bedroom condo. I already eat instant ramen in the floor. How can life suck more if I just challenge the status quo? How can life suck more than now if I sign up to the gym and just lift weights? What's the worst could happen to me, right? Injured? Fine, I can recover. Get made fun of? Fine, I can improve. Right? There's always something that is going to happen to you, either you do it or not. But if you do it, the reward, although may not be guaranteed, there's still a possibility of you getting the reward. If you go to the gym, there's still that possibility of you getting some muscle. If you start the business, there's still that possibility of you making some money. If you approach the opposite sex, then there's still a chance of you getting a potential partner. But if you don't do it, well, guess what? You're not going to have the opportunity to get rich. You're not going to have the opportunity to get jacked. And you're not going to have an opportunity to find a mate. Most likely, you're going to die poor, die fat, and die lonely. And what is the benefit of that? What is the result of that? Because we can see that result. If we don't do anything, we can know that that is going to happen, or that is almost a guarantee. Because if you don't do something, you're not going to get it for nothing, right? You have to put in something for it. So although doing something, improving yourself, changing may initially suck as heck, and the result may be so far that it seems so unattainable to you, but there's still that slight chance of you getting there. And sometimes that slight chance, that little possibility is enough for anyone to overcome the challenges they have to face. But just understand, if throughout your journey you're still so laser focused on the result and not appreciating every single small achievement you come across the journey, then the journey itself, the process itself, is going to suck as heck. So if it already sucks now, why make it harder is the question to ask yourself. If you already have to overcome challenges, why bring more difficulties upon yourself by making this change, by making this improvement journey more difficult than it already is? Because it doesn't have to be tedious. It doesn't have to be dull. You can make it interesting, and you can give love and emotion to your own journey, to your own story. Right? This is a character you are building. And I can tell you that no matter what you do, if you just put one foot in front of the other every single day, you are getting better. You are seeing results. Even if you don't see it, I am telling you that I can see it within you. So just don't undervalue what you're doing. and that the life, don't expect it to be easy, but expect it that you can be better at it every single day so that it becomes more interesting, it becomes more fulfilling, and most importantly, you will at the end of the day get closer to who you want to become. But that being said, I am going to head into my second reading block, well, second work block, and finish that before I have some food, and then I will hit an amazing back bicep trap Titus session. So that being said, I'm very, very excited for the day, as certainly there's still a lot of opportunities for me to grow. Therefore, let's not waste a moment, and I'll see you guys in a bit. So guys, it's David here, and the time is currently 5:47. So today I once again did a terrible job at keeping up with the recording every 3 hours, and that is simply so because I got sidetracked when I came back, as I have some good news, fortunately, and that is I got my first job accepted, which is good news, as in that I won't starve and I won't have to risk the chance of me not buying food to eat, which is definitely the best solution at the moment. Obviously, my time will be reduced to work on the project I want to do. Obviously, I won't have enough or have a lot of more time to be as free and flexible, but this was inevitable, and of course, this just happened now, which means there'll be some changing schedules and routines. But most importantly, I am pretty excited about this start of work next week, as I have not been very social for a very long time. I'm going to be honest with you guys, and I am itching to meet people. I'm itching to practice all the communication skills I had learned over the years, and just to be someone better than what I used to be. Because obviously, there's no point of reading social interaction books or self-improvement books if you're just trapped inside a room all by yourself 24/7. Right? Then what's the point of improving yourself if you are the person you see yourself as? Obviously, there's still subtle benefits of that, but most importantly, I'm just super excited to go out there, and most importantly, just having some money flowing in. Although I'm trading my time for money, which isn't the ideal route in my belief, but it is definitely going to support me to turn my dreams and purpose into a reality for a long-term vision goal. That being said, though, guys, today's training, I must say, it was once again not the best. After legs yesterday, I pushed the hardest, hitting new reps, hitting new rates. And today, for back and biceps, I was just not at it, guys. For the first exercise or two, yeah, sure, I was increasing weights, I was increasing reps. But then after that, everything else just had declined, right? My biceps was not working properly. And then it was just total, utterly crap. And a part of the reason is because I have no idea where I left off last week, as my dumbass forgot to take a photo of my notes before I went to the gym. Therefore, I was just going off memory to remember how much weight I was lifting, which definitely wasn't ideal, because if that's the case, guys, you sometimes can just mentally kind of bitch out and say, oh, you know what, I think last week I did this rep or I did this weight, and then I'll just do it this time around. But when you come back and you look at your notes, you're like, oh my God, I actually did much more. So sometimes we have to keep ourselves accountable by having that data there, so that we won't bitch out next time when we step into the gym, when we step into the office trying to perform better than yesterday, right? It's always ideal to have the number, to have something back of your head just pushing you to perform better than yesterday. Because when nobody's around to keep us accountable, we have to take that responsibility to make ourselves accountable. And pushing ourselves past the comfort zone, it is something very difficult. And without clarity, without knowing exactly where you were before, well, the chances of you regressing or maintaining today will be very likely, because our mind doesn't like to be stretched. And most importantly, if we don't have any data, then we are uncertain as to how much we need to stretch ourselves. So this is why it's important to have something back there. It's important to keep yourself accountable, because this is perhaps the main thing for a successful journey of growth is to have accountability in yourself and the thing you do around others. That being said, though, tonight I am going to have another feast: rice, beans, and sardines. It is going to be lovely, but I think tonight I am also expected to cook dinner as my mom bought some mussels, and normally nobody knows how to cook mussels, and only I do. So basically, she just throw the responsibility onto me again without even discussing it with me first. But obviously, that's totally fine because what's the worst thing can happen when I spend a few hours doing that? So who cares, guys? Because I'll be coming back here doing the work at the end of the night eventually. So I am not too stressed about it. And certainly tonight has been a wonderful day. So that being said, I hope you guys had learned something from this. But if not, like always, I'll be here for you guys tomorrow. But until then, good night.